Hello, all. I hope you've had a good day. I had a lot come to me today. Some unique conversations, to say the least. Along life insurance. It's crazy. Along life insurance. So this is going to be a unique video. So, enter at your own risk. So it was brought to my attention today that there is a thing where you can put life insurance into a trust and borrow from it. And I'm like, what? How is that even a legal thing? Like, I was just dumbfounded. I was in the banking system for 10 years and I opened a lot of trust accounts. So I got very knowledgeable when it came to the different trust accounts, right? And so it's just amazing to me how the system moves and operates to become corruptive. Like the fact that you can even put a life insurance plan into a trust and then borrow from it before you're even passing. And then I got to thinking about it and I was like, can you put other people's life insurance into a trust? Like, could you imagine pulling out a life insurance plan on someone, putting that into your trust, and then pulling money from it before that person's even passed away in hopes that they would pass away? That would be a really interesting concept. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. I know, because I know that there's all kinds of weird crap wrapped up into all of this. And that is the most weirdest thing to come up in conversation, right? And my stomach turned in knots. There's only been one time that I've been on a trust in my life, and that was with my ex. And he put me on his trust. And it was the craziest thing because we really hadn't talked about it. And he just told me one day that he had. And I was completely taken back because I was so honored. I was like, wow, this is crazy, you know? If you knew him and knew the man he was, I was just like, wow, the fact that he trusts me like that. I was absolutely touched outside of this world. You know, it meant the world to me. It really freaking did. But other than that, I've never ever had anything to do with trust, and I've never had anything to do with life insurance. And it's crazy because this morning I had a conversation with my coworker and I was like, you know what? I should really probably get a life insurance plan to where I make sure my son's taken care of, because with everything that I've been through, and just the craziness and the magnitude that it's grown, I'm just waiting until I take a bullet to after Charlie Kirk. Like, I mean, I'm not, it is what it is. I know when I pass away, it's my time to go, and I know exactly where I'm going. So I don't walk in any fear by any means. And so I'm looking at things realistically, though. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that my son's taken care of, you know? And so it was just a conversation that we had. And then later on in the day, another coworker came in and he was talking to us about it. And I was just absolutely dumbfounded, right? So I wanted to research it a little bit. And sure enough, there is a thing that you can do. So can you put life insurance on someone else in your trust? Yes, you can. If you have a insurable interest, you can insure someone else if they are a spouse, a child, a business partner, or someone whose loss financially affects you. That can be turned in a lot of different ways. Someone's loss affects you, and you get consent. They must sign the application. You cannot insure someone secretly without insurable interest. Obviously, that is illegal. But it's amazing to me that this is even a concept allowed. Like, why they would even allow something like this. This is where money starts getting funny. This is where money gets funny money. All right? Things like this. Take it to funny money. This is where money starts becoming non-traceable. This is where money starts becoming corruptive and deceptive. Doing funky things like this. This is what I'm saying. And it's like, even when I'm at work, I pick up on things in reference to the business operations and all the jobs that I've worked at. I pick up on so many funky things in the business operations. Yesterday, My previous property management company reached out to my mother. They called my mother. All right. Mind you, I have not worked there for over a year. Over a year. And they called my mother asking for my phone number because they had work questions. Right? First of all, the number they called from is interesting, but the caller ID, I mean, it's just so many businesses wrapped up into it's just crazy. It's so convoluted, guys. It's so convoluted. And I'm just saying this, be aware, be aware of your surroundings. Be aware of where we're at in the world right now. And, if you are on the fence of doing something like this and you've done something like this, I would be checking over my shoulder too, quite frankly, especially if the person didn't die, right? Or take their own life, I mean, I'm just like, my ears immediately started ringing. I felt so sick to my stomach after that conversation because it was just like, first of all, I can't even imagine in a world where that is legal. To wrap up an insurance plan in a trust and pull from it, or an insurance policy and pull from it before you're even passed away. Like, how can that even be allowed? I'm just, you guys, like, it's amazing to me how this world has went in so much corruption. It's just crap. It really is. And to me, it's like, look, if you do things like this, if you need money that bad, then you take it. Take it. It is yours. To anybody that has done whatever in reference to forging, policies, insurance fraud, inheritance, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not even talking about for me. I'm just saying in general, across the board. Across the board. If you run a business and you have to fake this and fake that and fake this to where your pockets get big, then you need the money. You need it more than me. And I want you to have it. Because I don't need it. I don't freaking need it. I don't at all. And I want nothing to do with it. This stuff is getting crazier and crazier as the days go by. I'm so anxious for Candace's show today. I really am. I'm going to dinner with my brother tonight. I'm really excited for it. I had a lot of conversations with my coworkers. I love talking shop. And it's a big deal to me. I know what I know, but at the same time, like, I can only do what clears my conscience. I worry about my conscience. I can't worry about other people's consciences. I did that for years and it killed me, trying to save everyone. And I can only do things that clear my conscience and make me feel good. And so I do, and I move and operate in that every single day to the best of my abilities. I'm not perfect. And it's a heavy weight and it's a lot of pressure and it gets hard. And so I know I fail and I know I let people down, but I do the best I can, But it's really important to me to always try to uphold a good, somewhat rapport and bond with my immediate family. That is really, really important to me. No matter what, I forgive everyone at this point. I really, truly do. I just want to be left alone. I really freaking do. But it is what it is. And this is not me complaining by any means. Like, I take it with pride and honor. I'll hold the line. I'll stand 10 toes down and I'll walk fearlessly. I don't care. I really don't. But I'm not moving and operating forward for fame, fortune, money, clout. I'm moving to fight for my freedom and my peace. That's it. That is it. That is good enough for me. Good enough for me. I walk in everything I need every day, and by the grace of God and what God's granted me every single day, that is good enough for me. And I know that doesn't make sense to a lot of people because a lot of people run on their ego and they run on materialism. And I just choose not to because I don't like it. I don't like the way it makes me feel. And so I